Hello, you're welcome back to my series on AWS and I. This is episode 3 on this series. In the last episode, which is episode 2, I showed you how to create an AWS account. So today I'm going to show you how to sign in, which I explained at the end part of the last episode. So we're going to sign in and I'm going to take you a walkthrough. So like I said in the last episode, because it's a new account, you don't have IAM user yet. So you are supposed to sign in with your root user account, and which is what I'm going to do here. So I'm going to put in the email and I'm going to put in the password. So you sign in. So once you sign in, it opens up this page and you are going to see this. So you see this your recently visited for you is going to be empty because it's a new account. So if it's not a new account, then you can be able to see the services you visited recently. Because this account is not a new account, that's why I'm saying this. For you, if it's a new account, this place is going to be empty. This logo here, this is where once you click this logo, it takes you to the AWS console homepage. So it means wherever you are on your account, once you click this, it takes you back to this page. Now there are two major ways to visit AWS services. It's either you check those services under this place. So you click services and you have to know under which group the service you're looking for is. Now AWS services are grouped. So for instance, if I'm looking for services like EC2, so I know that EC2 is a compute service, so it should be under compute group. So I can click compute and then it will show me services that are under compute. So this is EC2. If I'm looking for services like EKS, which is Elastic Kubernetes, so I know Kubernetes should be under something containers. So I click container, so I can see it here, Elastic Kubernetes services, so and so on. So these are just the grouping. AWS has over 200 services. Over 200. So this is one way to check those services. But for instance, you don't know or you're not sure of under which grouping the service you are looking for is. But as far as you know the name of the service, you come here, which is the fastest. You click on this search bar, then you look for the service. For instance, I'm looking for service like IAM. So I just click IAM. It shows up and I'll be able to see it. So then I can launch the IAM. If I'm looking for services like DynamoDB something, so I can just type Dynamo and it's going to, so I can see, so I can just launch the service from here. So these are two major ways to access the AWS services. So let me take you a walkthrough. You see, this is for Cloud Shell. If you understand how to use Cloud Shell, then you can do this, because once you click this, it's going to open up a Cloud Shell terminal. If you don't understand it, just leave it. This is your notification for in case you have any notification, they will show here. So this is for your help. So if you need to contact the support center and all that, that is what this does. And this is for your settings. Maybe you just want to change your theme majorly. So if I want to change this theme to dark, I can just click this. You can see it changes. So let me take it back to what it was. And then this is an important part of your account. You see, every service on AWS is usually launched under region. And this is region. Except a few services that are global, which we're still going to talk about later. But for services that are not global, they are launched under region. So because I have chosen I'm on US East 1 region, any service I launch under this account at this moment, we take by default US East 1 region. So it's going to launch under that region. So I can always change it, of course. If I don't want to use this, I can just, maybe I want to use this, I can just click on it and it's going to open up. Then I will have to sign in again, you see. So it's going to open up another You can see it has opened up another console for me. You can see, so I'm still under this place, so it has changed. So anything I open, anything I launch at this moment will be under this region, as it were. So you have to maintain your region and be sure of the region where you are. And it's important because sometimes you might be launching different services on different regions and you didn't know, forgotten. It might affect your billing, so you won't understand that you have services running, and then your cost usage might start increasing. So you have to be very careful of that. Here, this is supposed to be your account name, and when you click this, it shows you details. This is your account ID. This account ID is unique to you. It's unique to your account. If you click on account here, this is going to show you some details about your account. Organization, there's something called AWS organization. If you don't know it for now, you can just leave it. It's one of the services of AWS where you can manage several accounts together. So there is service quota, billing, and cost management. This is where you check your billing, you check how much you've used so far and all. If you click security credentials, this place is going to take you to your security details, things that has to do with your email address for the root user and things like that. So it's going to show you your security credentials. So and if you want to, of course, sign out, just click sign out and you are going to be able to sign out. So for this is just my cost usage so far. So like I explained to you, now if you want to check have a complete view of all the services, just click here. You can see all services. There are several, like I told you, there are over 200. You can see. So the next thing we're going to be doing is we are going to we're going to launch an IAM user. So we're going to create a new IAM user, and while we're creating IAM user, it is not advisable for you to be using your root user account all the time. Why? Because your root user account has a high it has the highest privilege over this account. So there are things, anything you do with your root user account cannot be undone except you contact customer service. So it has high privilege. So you don't use it all the time. With your root user, you can delete this account. With your root user, you can change the email address of this account. With your root user, you can modify your support plan and many other things. So your root user account is not something you should be using every time. So you are supposed to create an IAM user. So in case you want to modify anything on that IAM user beyond the privilege of that IAM user, you're then going to need your root user account. So your root user account is supposed to be kept. It's not something you're supposed to be using to log in all the time. So in the next episode, we're going to create an IAM user. Until then, this is AWS and I. Don't forget to follow me on this episode. Don't forget to follow me on my social media handles, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. So I'll see you in the next episode. Until then, take care of yourself.